Hello, and welcome to. I'll get back to you on that, on the title. Anyway, so I can't seem to locate my lava lamp. I was gonna bust that out and do a lava lamp chats video, because it's that time again. But it's the lava lamp. Frederick is MIA at the moment, unfortunately. So I hope to find him soon. Hopefully in time for the next time I want to record an episode. Anyway, in the meantime, I figured I'd do a substitute where I'm actually outside, in a dimly lit environment. What's behind me is a tree with fake icicles on it. So, the community where I live has sort of like, let's call them wintertime decorations that they put up. And they don't keep them through the whole winter, they take them down like in January. But, just for like the November, December season because, they just pick like a random time to put some festive decorations up, seasons, greetings, and all that. But to me, it's just kind of like biased because like there's no seasons greetings for the season of summer. Does summer not care about me? Is there no Frosty the Snowman for the summer? Like what's going on? Or spring or fall? It's only like these like 6 weeks of the year. But anyway, so yeah, there's like snowflakes under the street lights and stuff. It's neat. Sometimes there'll be like little hats or stockings or something over the traffic lights. Just little things. But this is probably the grandest thing in the whole area. And it's pretty trippy if you stare at it. It's kind of mesmerizing. It's like a fire, kind of. It's kind of like having a fireplace in the background or something. Only instead of fire, it's ice. But instead of ice, it's fake ice. So, Anyway, I was going to record Lava Lamp chats with my tablet so that I wouldn't be cut off at 30 minutes, but I wasn't going to lug that all the way out here with me, so I'm just going with my phone, so it'll probably cut off at 30 minutes. But I don't know what I'm even going to say to fill that amount of time anyway, because it's not like this is a live stream or anything. It's not like interactive. I'm just talking into a camera here, so like it's not a conversation. So I wonder how long I can just ramble on. I mean, hey, I'm the host of Hello, Greetings, and Salutations, right? Which is like all that is. So I'm sure I can do something not as a character, just as me. But it just makes it more awkward, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's not like it's my first time doing that. There's however many episodes of Lava Lamp chats already. So I did it then, I can do it now, right? Anyway, so yeah, I'm out here. I took a little walk from my house. A late night walk. Let's see. It's relatively early. It's only like 1 a.m. right now. But it is 41 degrees Fahrenheit, and there's a bit of a wind as well. So the wind, it cuts to my bone, right? But in winter's arms, I feel at home. Yeah, so I'm loving it. It's really the first cold air of the season. Yesterday's high was 84 degrees, so it's quite the difference from that. Today's high was 59 degrees, which, I mean, that's pretty much the coldest it ever gets for the high here. I don't think there's ever been a high lower than 55 in this city in my lifetime. Anyway, so feel free to cozy up, and maybe turn the lights out, dim them or something. Pop a pair of headphones in, get comfortable, and just chill with me. No pun intended, but just relax for the next half hour, I guess 25 minutes maybe by now. So I'll try to keep it relatively soft spoken so that it's sort of soothing. I know people like that. Also got the coffee. You know what? From here on, I will pause whenever I'm about to cough, just like that. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I forgot that's a thing I did. The pausing, not the coughing. Anyway. Now that I think about it, it's been so long since I made like a soft-spoken video of any kind. I mean, except Hello, Greetings, and Salutations. Could I get away with coughing in Hello, Greetings, and Salutations? Maybe. Because I can blame it on the host then. I'll say, oh, that wasn't me. Maybe. We'll see. We'll have to make that an episode idea. So I was hacking up a lung the other day, and I got to thinking. Anyway, yeah, it's cold. I'll just say it's cold. 41 degrees. Yeah, that's cold to me because I'm a Floridian thin skin. I'm sure if I lived somewhere where it's a more common temperature, I'd adapt to it, and it wouldn't be. But here's the thing: it's cold when I'm just sitting here. And I'm just sitting on a bench. If I'm up and I'm moving around, then it's not cold. Like if I go for a bike ride, I'll still be sweating. I'll need my sweat towel, But for Lava Lamp chats, I'm usually sitting. So I figured I'll keep the tradition. And instead of blankets, or instead of covers, I have a hoodie on. Which is a very rare sighting of me with a hoodie because there's like a handful of nights a year that I put one on. Because I usually don't. But, I mean, I've said it before, and I'll say, oh, also the date, right? It's Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, the night of December 1st, going into the morning of December 2nd, 2020. There's the wind. Oh, the wind's colder than 41, too. Oh, boy. Yeah, so, what was I saying? Yeah, I said it before, I'll say it again. I'm not a fan of the heat, so I like whenever it's not hot. Because I sweat a lot. I think I have hyperhidrosis, I think that's what it is. Because I just sweat all the time. But I'm not sweating right now, so I'm grateful for that. I don't know, I think the heat, and it's something I've just been putting together recently. I think the heat and hot air and hot weather and just hot things in general give me anxiety. And then cold things are like calm. They're just kind of neutral. So it's easier for me to fall asleep. Like when it's hot, when I'm trying to fall asleep, it's like it's not good. I just get into a state of like paranoia and just like negative emotions. But when it's cold, I can just like I can just like cozy up and forget about everything, So I'd much rather do that. But I also like to embrace the cold weather and go outside barefoot and in shorts, but wearing a hoodie, so that's something. I just realized I probably look really suspicious here. They probably think I'm like a drug dealer or something because I got like one of those stereotypical drug dealer hoodies on. Sitting hunched over alone on a bench, 1 a.m. They probably think I'm either real high or about to get someone else real high. But neither of those things are the case. Anyway, so I like how you can't even see my face. Like you can tell that my face is there, but it's like up to your imagination. I kind of like that. I think it's cool. Like imagining the person you're talking to. Imagine like the most handsome man you can think of, and then put put his face in the circle of the jacket, and there you go. And that's me. Anyway, so let's see. Let's get into it. Let's get into the meat. Cut back to the sandwich, as the kids say. All right. So, what is going on? Well, I haven't made an episode of this in a real long time, haven't I? So I guess I got to catch you up all the way from March. Oh boy. Yeah, well, a lot of things happened since March. In my life, as everybody's life, I think, right? Like, it's just been an eventful year, hasn't it? Oh, boy. Wow, where do I even start? There's a lot to unpack. I should have been making like weekly vlogs or something, but I've just been so caught up in everything in the moment where it's like, and even tonight, like I was saying, I just don't know what to say, you know, because like it's hard to talk when my thoughts are so intense. Here comes a car. I hope it's security. All right, act cool, act natural. Just ignore them. All right, they're gone. Yeah, there's also security around here, but they never seem to be interested in me, so that's good. You know, they leave me alone, I leave them alone. It's a symbiotic relationship. Oh, my feet are just ice cubes at this point. They're getting real numb. I don't want to hit my toes on this concrete here, because like you know, like when it's cold and yeah, I guess it's not good. Anyway, oh, is it? Please, oh, it's security again. They're coming back around. I hope they're not coming just to talk to me. Please just keep going, please. Please keep going. Alright, thank you. That wasn't an hour. They just came by like 10 minutes ago. They're supposed to come by once an hour. I guess they're seeing if I'm up to anything. Wow. Anyway, you'll get bored of me eventually, I'm sure. Let's see. So, what happened since March? Well, I started working out. I think the last lava lamp chats video, or no, I might have done one in April, actually. Because I started working out in mid-March. March 16th is when I started working out. And I've been on that ever since. So yeah, my battery's at 15%, so hopefully it will drain at less than 1% per minute so that I'm able to get this episode to maximum length. We'll see. So if it cuts out before that, it means the battery died. I should have charged it before I came out here, shouldn't I? Oh well. Anyway, yeah, so also, I guess another reason that I guess I kind of always was aware of, but just never wanted to say for whatever reason. But another reason I guess why I started this series and why I'm even attracted to doing things like this on cold nights specifically, is because there's a certain feeling that comes with the unique pairing of being cold and alone. I'm not sure if you know what I mean. I'm not sure if you get the same thing or not, but like either one on its own is one thing. You know, just being cold but being with people, or you're talking to someone or whatever, like that's one thing. Or being alone but you're not cold, at least like it's you're doing something else or whatever. But it's just when you're like outside and it's cold and you're just completely by yourself. There's just such... It's a specific type of loneliness that's just particularly, like, bleak. It's just very bitter. It's like biting, It just really... It really, like, unnerves me, It really bothers me. And so that's one thing that I do, and since I don't really have anyone to talk to for the time being, I usually resort to I take to the internet, and so YouTube. I mean, like I said, it's kind of rough when I'm just talking into a camera, really. There's no like interaction happening, but it's still something at least, it's like it's documenting my thoughts and my just the way I am and everything. It's sort of like a time capsule. Like I look back at the early episodes of Lava Lamp Chats, and I know what I was really thinking. You know, I know what I said, and then what I was actually feeling, what I wanted people to think my life was like, and what goes on in my mind and everything, and then the reality of everything. Because you know, I can go back and I'm like, oh, I remember, you know, 2018. I remember 2019. I remember all the different stages of everything, you know. But so that's, you know, that's another thing too that I've learned, I guess, is to be more honest. I mean, it's not that I ever lied. Like, I didn't straight up lie in any videos or anything. It's just, I guess, a form of deception or denial, I guess. You know, where it's like, oh no, I'm fine. You know, like it's whatever. I heard somewhere that's the number one most common lie people tell is I'm fine. I find that interesting. Please don't be security again. There's another car. They're racing up. They mean business. Can't be security going that fast. Oh, it is. Oh, I hear him on the radio too. Not interested in me, so that's good. Anyway, so we're about halfway through this, I guess, probably maybe a little more. Oh, I'm slowly becoming an ice cube because I'm sitting still. I get cold when I sit still, but I guess that's more thematically appropriate because it's like pushing me deeper into this feeling. And that's another thing too is I welcome it. I'm not afraid of emotions at this point. I'm not afraid of anxiety. I'm not afraid of, you know, uncertainty. I'm not afraid of depression or guilt or boredom or, you know, anything. Because, well, I'm not going to say I'm not afraid of anything, but you know what I mean. I'm not afraid of an emotion or a feeling or a state of mind. Because, you know, it's all part of life, you know, and I'll get something out of it. And that's not to say I'm in a particularly bad place now or anything. It's not at all what I'm saying. I've been in way worse places, but it's just the fact that, like I said, I'm able to be more like honest and upfront about it. I've confronted these things so much to the point where I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm tired of just living in fear and living in denial and just, you know, pretending that my life is better than it is or whatever, or that things will just magically get better with zero effort from me, you know, because that's how I lived my life most of the time. It's just like, oh well, you know, one day I'll wake up and suddenly I'll have everything I ever wanted, and then I'll start my life. And I slowly realized that's not realistic. And so after I realized that's not realistic, I continued to pretend that was it anyway, because that is kind of what I needed, you know, in order to, like, cope, you know, and be like, no, it'll be fine. Like, you don't need to actually put yourself in uncomfortable situations or, you know, do things that you, like, never wanted to think about or anything like that, you know. But, so now, like these past few weeks, for example, I've been really forcing myself out of my comfort zone by just not even giving myself a chance to doubt what was going on, because I know that, you know, that's another thing too, and I think I said this in a live stream recently. I never realized just how much my life was controlled by fear. I never, always glossed over that one. I thought it was always like depression, you know, and whatever else. But I think fear it might even be the root of all of it, honestly, because I've just been afraid of so much And I didn't even realize it. I didn't even know that I was afraid. Because I wouldn't, if I was made uncomfortable by something, I just wouldn't let myself think about it, you know? But I kind of just, like, through marinating in it and sauteing my mind in these thoughts, it's like, all right, now I'm over it, you know? And that's all you got to do is you just got to think about it over and over again until the thought becomes boring, basically. That's the trick I've learned is, you know, if you know that you have to do something, maybe that's like going to be an uncomfortable situation or awkward or, you know, nerve-wracking or whatever. It's just play it out over and over again. And some people will tell you not to do that. But I think it's the opposite. I think you have to desensitize yourself to it to eliminate the anxiety and the fear aspect of it. Just play it out over and over again until you've simulated doing it so many times that you trick your mind into thinking it's something you already do, like, regularly, because, you know, you've experienced it so many times virtually, you know? So, and that's what helped me with a lot of things, but I you know, I never thought that was, you know, what was going on. But, yeah, the loneliness is definitely a wake-up call for me, you know, to say, like, look, man, if you don't leave your comfort zone eventually, if you don't, like, actually get out there and take steps in all these things, even if it's, you know, uncomfortable, and even if there's all these side effects and circumstances, you know, consequences, whatever, it's like, if you don't do anything, you're always going to be alone. Like, you're not just going to all of a sudden, you know, have all these people and everything. It's like, it doesn't work that way, you know? So, but I was naive, though. There's a lot of things, like, for example, I thought I'd be a famous YouTuber by now. I thought I'd be an internet celebrity, and I'd be raking in the cash, and I'd have all these, you know, Patreon donors and everything, and I'd have, like, all these fans that, like, would email me and, you know, whatever, and, you know, I'd have, like, a much larger fan base, and I'd be doing advertising and everything, you know? So, and I'm in a similar position to when I started the channel 2.5 years ago. And I didn't think it would be that long. And that's an odd thing to say. I know, but, you know, there's just a lot of things. I thought I'd be further along by now, basically, in life. And I didn't know why. I was always frustrated when I realized how much I was stagnating. I was always frustrated. I was like, well, you know, just a little bit longer. You know, like, why isn't anything happening? Well, the reason anything's happening is because you're not making anything happen. You know? Like, you gotta actually try. And it's funny because I made a video at the beginning of this year called Let's Talk Motivation and Endurance. Right? And at the time, I thought it was I thought it was a revelation. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to take the world by storm with this one. This is a revolutionary new concept. But I wasn't qualified to speak about that at the time. The examples I used are, I mean, pretty weak now, you know?